Let's break down sociology in a way that's engaging and relatable, like dissecting a favorite TV show but with more insight into human behavior. Imagine society as a giant, complex drama series, and we're all actors, directors, and critics rolled into one. Sociological perspectives, theoretical frameworks. Symbolic interactionism views society as a stage where meanings are defined and redefined through interactions. Key concepts: meaningful symbols, definition of the situation, looking-glass self, dramaturgical analysis, labeling. Strengths: micro-level analyses, face-to-face interaction insights. Weaknesses: ignores larger social structures and forces. Structural functionalism sees society as a system with interdependent parts fulfilling specific functions. Key concepts: organic analogy, manifest and latent functions, equilibrium, dysfunctions. Strengths: macro-level analyses, understanding institutional structures. Weaknesses: overlooks conflict and social diversity. Conflict theory views society as the arena of competing groups vying for resources like wealth, power, and prestige. Key concepts: social class, class consciousness, power, coercion, domination, negotiation. Strengths: highlights macro-level stratification and inequality. Weaknesses: may underplay cooperation and consensus aspects. Development of sociology as a discipline. Chicago School emerged in the 1920s-1940s at the University of Chicago. Utilized Chicago as a lab for studying urbanization and industrialization impacts. Contemporary sociology came of age in America during the early 20th century, influenced by radical social changes like the Roaring Twenties, Great Depression, and World War II. Key sociological terms: theoretical perspective, a viewpoint or way of looking at social phenomena. Paradigm, a framework of assumptions guiding research and theory development. Act 1, meet the theoretical stars. We'll explore three main perspectives that help us understand this societal drama: symbolic interactionism, structural functionalism, and conflict theory. Think of them as different lenses to view the same episode of society. Symbolic interactionism, we're playing house. The premise: society's like a stage where we define and redefine meanings through interactions. Key players: think George H. Mead and his looking-glass self, our self-image shaped by how others see us. Real-life drama: ever notice how you act differently around friends versus family? That's us performing based on social cues. Politicians staging media events, dramaturgical analysis in action. Example: define a coffee shop interaction, friendly chat or professional meetup. Your definition shapes the outcome. Structural functionalism, the well-oiled machine. The premise: society's like a stereo system. Every part, family, education, government, works together for harmony. Key concepts: manifest functions, intended roles like college preparing you for jobs, and latent functions, unexpected perks like meeting a partner on campus. Real-life drama: a hospital team saving a life. Each role, doctor, nurse, tech, critical. But what if one part malfunctions, like bureaucratic red tape delaying patient care? Example: education's manifest function is learning. Latent function might be networking opportunities. Conflict theory, power play. The premise: society's a battleground of groups fighting for resources, wealth, power, prestige. Key players: Karl Marx, It's Class War, bourgeoisie versus proletariat. Modern twist: think wage gaps or unequal access to healthcare. Real-life drama: budget debates, who's getting cut, who's protected, shows power dynamics. Or media representation, whose voices get amplified. Example: tech giants influencing politics. Conflict theorists say that's elite power at play. Act 2, putting it all together like mixing genres. These perspectives aren't mutually exclusive. Feminist theory blends them. Interactionist lens gender roles played out daily. Functionalists view gender structures embedded in society. Conflict angle power imbalance between genders. Real impact understanding workplace sexism or policy debates on equality. Act 3, your sociological imagination. So why does this matter? It helps you decode daily life. Spotting patterns, media influence, check power plays at work, bingo. Empathy boost, see why people behave differently in different settings. Critical thinking, not just what's happening, but why and whose interests are served. Final scene, you're part of the drama. Next time you're in a group chat, meeting, or even scrolling social media, notice the interactions, structures, and power plays. Which perspective helps you understand the dynamics best? That's sociological thinking, making sense of our complex, fabulous, messy human story.